What about you?
That's cheating.
You think it's cheating? Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like if you have purpose, you have no reason to step out on me. You're going to be so focused on your work and your purpose and me that you have no reason to go talk to somebody else.
Do you think you could sexually satisfy a man by yourself?
Yes.
You're delusional.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Don't worry about that.
No, how?
Just
What if he wants a white girl?
That's him. Then leave her and leave me and go get her.
No, like he wants to try a white girl.
Yeah.
And then
Then go
another day he
try
wants an Asian
her.
girl.
Go try her and leave me alone. Simple.
But that's your husband.
I don't care.
Wow, you don't care about your husband?
I don't care.
That's crazy.
If you can go step out on me for a next girl, stay with her.
Do you actually seriously think that you can sexually satisfy a man but just by yourself?
Yes.
That's delusional. You cannot.
So
Okay.
The truth
you're
is you
telling me
cannot.
this whole time you've been alive, you never been cheated on?
I mean, she's single, Fresh.
No, hold on.
I don't want to say I wasn't cheated on, but like
You was.
no, it was a
Or you had your
situationship,
suspicions.
so it was kind of not stable. You know, it wasn't a stable situation, so I can't consider that cheating if we're both not committed.
All right, I'm just going to give it to her raw. You will never sexually satisfy a man by
Raw?
yourself.
Yeah.
Period. It's never going to happen. Men are always
Okay.
going to want other women.
That's fine.
And
So-
like
Won't have me.
also,
So,
he went-
okay, so you do realize whether he's a brokey or he has money, he's going to still want to exercise options and have other women. You know that, right?
That's fine. They just don't have me though. They just won't have
If
access to me.
99% of men are going to cheat anyway,
I
wouldn't it make
just
more
won't
sense?
be committed to that. I won't be committed. If you won't be committed, why should I be committed?
Because you're a female.
No, that's not.
Do you want to run around and fuck a bunch of niggas?
No, but I'm not going to be committed to one person if
Now
they're
ask me
not
if I want to
committed
run around
to
and
me
fuck a
either.
bunch of bitches.
I mean, I don't know.
See how interesting it is where
I'm not
you don't
gonna
even want
commit
to
to
do
somebody
what
who's
you're.
not committed to me. Why?
He's committed to you. He's willing to protect you and provide for you.
Yeah.
You have the
No,
last name.
because
Yeah.
you have somebody else that you're entertaining. You're not committed
It's
to
just
me.
sex.
It's an
You're
activity.
still
and
you're
then back to
not
the grind.
committed to me.
We don't hold
No.
these hoes, man.
No.
Okay,
Well-
are you willing to accept the fact that you probably will be cheated on in the future with any man that you deal with?
She will.
But then he will be cheated on too.
But you just said.
Do you think?
Wait a minute.
Do you think it
It's simple.
Do you think it makes sense
I'm
for you to cheat
supposed
back
to
on a man?
If I have another option, I'm gonna exercise that option. If you're gonna exercise your options, I'll show you how many I have too.
Do you think that's a flex as a female?
No, but it's not about a flex. It's about my happiness. If I'm not being, if there's no loyalty, we don't have anything.
So you think by getting even is the way
It's
to go?
not about getting even. It's
Quite literally
about
just
if
said
you're
getting
not loyal to me, I'm not going to give you loyalty either.
Okay, who do you think takes the L in the long run by not showing that loyalty?
So I'm supposed to stick around with somebody that's not committed to me.
He is.
well, going and having sex with someone else is a bigger
No.
L.
I mean, I guess it is for everybody else, but for me, I feel like a bigger L is to stay committed to somebody that's not committed
Remember
to
how
me.
you said earlier that women are emotional and make bad decisions?
I guess, but if you're not committed
This
to
is
me,
an emotional
I
decision that you're
don't.
talking
It's
about
not
right now.
emotional. It's
Yeah, it is.
logic. If you're not committed, I'm not committed. It's simple.
Do you lose value as you gain more sexual partners?
Of course, I'll lose value.
So why would
But
you
at
go
the
ahead and try to
I
play
didn't-
a man's
I
game?
didn't say that I was gonna go get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I said I'm not gonna be committed to you. I'll probably have somebody on the side. Could be one,
You do realize that makes you a hoe, right?
I guess. But if you're a hoe, I'm a hoe too.
What?
He can't be a hoe.
You's a hoe.
If you're a hoe, I'm a hoe
You
too.
do realize
Yeah,
that
you are.
men are the hoe makers and women are the hoes, right?
I feel like that's double standard. As a
It is.
person, you have to have loyalty and respect. If you have purpose, you have no reason to cheat.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You're so caught up in your
do
purpose
you believe
that
in
you
gender
wouldn't
roles?
have to
Hold
cheat.
on. Do you believe in gender roles?
I do believe in gender roles. Yeah.
That's a double standard right there. Then
How?
men are gender roles are the man is a leader, protects, provides. The woman is submissive and follows them.
So
man's
they're
lead.
supposed to
They're not the
cheat
same.
on me because they're a man.
Well,
no.
here's the thing. He's a leader. He takes all the risk. He gets certain privileges that you don't.
It doesn't matter. I feel like I take
Merch.
risk by bringing his child into this world also. So what are you talking about?
There's no kid.
That's true. But
That's a
we're not-
risk. That's
Yeah.
my life.
no, I understand that.
Okay,
I understand that,
so-
but he has to be attractive in the first place for you to even pick him to have a kid with him.
Okay, but at the same time, I'm risking my life to bring your child into this world, and you're gonna have somebody
but you
else.
pick if the child comes
No.
into life, though.
But at the same time, I pick thinking he'll be loyal to me, not that he's not loyal. If he's not loyal,
If
then
I'm telling
okay,
you that
I'm
most
gonna
men
go
aren't
find
going to be
somebody
loyal,
else
wouldn't it
too.
just make sense to be intelligent enough to find the guy that's loyal to you and going to take care of you and have a child with him? If I'm telling you 99% of guys are going to cheat on you anyway?
I feel like it's for me.
Hold on. I don't give a fuck what you feel like. What do you think? I want you to think. Think.
I'm thinking.
What do you know?
Not feel. Think.
I'm thinking, and I just feel like that's
No, think.
like.
If I'm telling you 99% of men are going to cheat,
I
given
just
an
can't
option.
commit to somebody who's not gonna commit to me. Like I don't know. I can't do that.
She's gonna find the right guy and commit.
No,
I can't.
No, she's not gonna find guys.
You say
she
that
likes.
now, but once you see how the world is, and you know how the world is, you're just trying to
Delusional,
fake
bro.
it right now.
But I'm delusional for feeling that way though.
Yes,
I don't
you
understand.
are.
Because no,
in her
let me
defense,
ask you a
why is it
question.
delusional for her to have a standard?
Let me ask you a question.
No, she got that standard, but
if you have a
ain't
wife,
nobody
you would
gonna
cheat on
line
her?
up to it, man.
Would you cheat on your wife?
No,
Would you cheat on your
I wouldn't
wife?
cheat on my
Well,
wife.
first
No.
off,
Okay.
she would know what it is, though.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't cheat on my
that's-
wife.
That's
She would
what
know.
I'm saying.
Why is it
So
delusional for her to have a
There
standard?
are people who won't cheat.
Sneeko, really?
Why is it, if that's her standard? Why is that delusional?
There's-
Because most
Is it a
men are
real
not going
standard?
to adhere to that standard at all.
I'm not.
Is it a
gonna
real standard,
commit.
Sneeko?
Yeah.
It's a
Somebody
standard, but
who's
it's,
not committed
it's
to
a
me.
damn near unattainable standard. And here's the thing: you already know
Is
that
it?
she's picky.
That's
Oh no,
definitely-
you weren't here. She's picky because she said, "Oh yeah, I'm single. A lot of guys come to me, but I decline most of them because." And then she made up the bullshit excuse that they're not emotionally intelligent. We know
No,
a bunch of
it's
other
not
things.
bullshit. It's true because most men are not taught how to deal with their emotions. So
Be honest,
most of
though.
them
You're
don't
picky
know
though,
how.
right? With men?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
Of course,
you're
but
saying it's
aren't you picky with your women as well? You
Yes.
don't want no thought box.
I
Here's the
mean,
thing.
So what are you saying? I have standards too.
No. See, my standards are a bit more realistic than yours.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think mine is not realistic?
It's
Why?
not. You're still single.
it is a realistic standard.
You're still single, man.
Aren't your parents? Haven't they been monogamous? My parents have been monogamous like 30
That's
years.
what I'm saying. Like,
My mom is monogamous
Oh, no.
of the fear of being beheaded and getting the stones thrown at her. Those things don't exist
What
anymore.
about
let's be for
Times
real.
have changed,
They
bro.
live in America. That's not going to happen. But hasn't your dad? I don't mean to like bring family into. But my dad's been monogamous.
That's what I'm saying
Look,
though.
that's a different
Because you
generation.
know
That's a
why?
different generation,
they have
though.
purpose. They have purpose. They have no reason to
There
step
was no
out.
TikTok back then.
But they
There
have
was no
purpose.
Instagram back
They
then.
have
But now-
purpose.
Those weren't
So
whores
you're
back
saying
then.
you
They
guys
have
have catalogs,
purpose.
so it's harder for
When
you
you
to...
have purpose, you have standards.
No, if
I'm
anything,
just saying-
So
social
you're
media
not
has
going to
affected
step
women
out
more.
and just
Listen,
no.
Social media has negatively affected females way more than it has men.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can agree
But
with
I'm
that.
saying, you're saying that
That's
it's
true.
more likely for a man to cheat because of how easy accessible women have created themselves
No,
to be?
no. It's that when men are given the ability to cheat without any real repercussions, they're typically going to take it.
But like I believe in a godly marriage, so obviously within that marriage the guy shouldn't cheat, but I should
Exactly.
also always please my man.
Yes. If
But
he's committed.
sometimes yeah, but here's the thing is that whenever you get into like that deep years of like 10, 15, that means that you also have to please your man. So you cannot be
So
telling
if he
your
cheats
man
on you, you're gonna
no,
stay
wait,
with him?
wait. So if you have been denying your man from your sexual pleasure for a while, you are still not doing what you're supposed to do as a wife. So if you don't want him to cheat, then you know
But let's say
that
you do
have to satisfy him.
and he still cheats. Then what? That means he never had purpose in the beginning. That's why he's
I think
cheating.
that we are humans and we are gonna fail. So I believe in Jesus. So I would obviously have work it out with my husband, but that would also mean that I need to satisfy him because I cannot ask him to be loyal if I'm always denying him the pleasure because I have a headache or I'm tired or this and that.
I mean, that might help it, but men are always going to want variety in other women, man. That's just the reality. And I can't believe that women like can't accept this or say delusional things like, oh, no, I can sexually satisfy my man by myself. Like, it's never going to happen. He's going to want a white girl one day. He's going to want an Asian girl. He's
You
going to
live in
want something
Broward. You
different.
should know this by now. But okay.
Right, but it's also our responsibility to not act on all of our immediate urges.
Exactly.
Sneeko.
Right, no, hold on.
Purpose.
One second. You're saying that she's delusional for having a standard. Isn't it
the
delusional
standard,
to
though.
expect like that you're going to find a girl that's going to be okay with you cheating throughout an entire marriage?
you.
That's also like very difficult to find. Just like
Thank
you're saying it's difficult now to find a guy that's going to want to be monogamous. At the same time, you're saying that women have been negatively affected by social media because of all the options. Haven't we? At the same time,
Yep.
we're visual creatures. If we're scrolling on
Yep.
Instagram, we're seeing half-naked
Yep.
girls all the time.
Yep.
That's warped our perception of women as
spoke
well.
at dinner about
And
this, right?
porn
Yeah, we
is so
did.
unrealistic,
And you-
it
hold on.
fucks up your mind
You
too.
understand the issue of trying to be monogamous.
Yeah,
You yourself, are you monogamous?
I'm not in a monogamous relation. No.
But be honest, if you found somebody who you are currently,
I'm saying that's probably better long term because then you don't have to deal with the back and forth and
but
her
can you
cheating.
yourself be monogamous?
Not monogamous, but there's a halal way to do it. Instead of saying like cheat on your wife, if you want to actually exercise those urges, there's a halal way to do it. You can have multiple wives.
Yeah.
Instead of going out, stepping out and cheating, like, oh, I want to fuck a white girl
you
today.
have to go to a religion to convert that into something sustainable. The average person doesn't have that, or they don't want to do that.
The average person could convert.
The bottom line is men don't want to be monogamous.
Exactly.
Bro. That's the bottom line I'm trying to make
every single
here.
man to do that.
That's just not, a lot of guys want to be monogamous. You say this on the podcast. I know a lot of guys that want to be monogamous. Even like Zerka says this all the time.
They
Like,
can't even get
Niggas
one
be
girl.
cat, man. That's what fucking get one bitch. Once they get
when
one
he was
chick,
when he was in a relationship, he was monogamous for like a year and a half.
And what happened?
He doesn't lie about that.
What happened?
Yeah.
They broke up.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
single.
but it wasn't because he wanted to go cheat. They had differences in their relationship. It wasn't because it wasn't based upon cheating.
No, but that's the point. The man that's gonna be monogamous is not really that man that she wants.
yeah,
Deep down.
the nigga that's monogamous.
It's
is not
harder
what she
to
wants.
find, but it's also hard to find a girl that's going to be okay with you cheating whenever you want a random
If
white
you're
girl.
successful enough, bro, they will accept it, bro.
Nigga, who's paying the bills, man?
If you
Who's
have
paying the
strong
bills?
frame, I'm telling you, girls will absolutely. Come on, man. You see me, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on, Sneeko.
But
Yeah,
at the
but there-
same
there's
time,
a-
that's
there's
the
a-
type of woman you want to keep around you,
That's
though.
what I'm saying. There's
like, women that accept you cheating, like
Right.
you think that's healthy, though?
They're settling
Like,
for
that's
that.
not,
What she thinks, man.
That's not
fuck
good.
what she thinks.
Listen,
That's
not
really?
good.
Wait, one sec.
That's not.
Hold on. Fuck what your wife thinks?
Yeah, thank you.
that
Thank you. Like,
Would not
for
be my
real.
wife.
That's why you're single.
Why? But why
Like,
does
let's
it?
be for real.
Hold up. That's kind of backward. Why does
Yes.
it not matter what your wife thinks about the marriage?
It
Because
does
I won't
matter.
get married at all.
That's not necessarily true. No.
Try to con.
It's supposed to be both.
But this is better for a long time. But hold on. If you're gonna like make fun of me for being a track con, why did we show the grandma video earlier when she was shaming the daughter?
Exactly.
One second. The grandmother was shaming her granddaughter for being a slut and not being married. And then we're gonna say, oh, we're not gonna get married, but she's a slut because she's not getting married.
She was exposing the current generation that we have today. Back in her day, it was simple. The man took care of the woman. She was loyal. End of discussion. He would step up for now and then and maybe have a family across the street. Yada yada. The point is, nowadays.
And how did those families turn out?
Fantastic.
Good.
Look at the
They
world
turned
right
out
now.
great?
But nowadays,
You're
what
here,
happens?
right?
Okay.
Girls are having multiple sex partners with no kids, no marriage.
OnlyFans,
That's what you were saying, literally.
1,000 bodies, Sneeko.
But ultimately, bro, you know deep down, bro, most men, if they can cheat, they will cheat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but men need to suppress their urges. If you act on all of your
Exactly.
immediate urges, you're not a
agree with
real
you.
man.
They
Hey,
should.
thank you.
But will they? No, they won't.
You should strive to.
That's
but
why you have
you're
purpose.
You're
You have to have
justifying.
purpose.
Baby girl, purpose only lasts for so long.
No, it's not for
When
so
my dick
long.
gets
Your
hard-
purpose
hold
is
on.
your life.
When my
That's
dick-
what you
when my
need
dick
to.
gets hard,
That's what you
I'm
need to
trying fuck
commit
you.
to.
I'm fucking somebody else.
No,
That's what it
your
is.
purpose will align you with your standards.
So,
Not every
are you
girl's gonna
telling
meet
me-
them.
Yeah,
Are you a
I
man?
find it
No,
interesting
I'm
that a
not a
woman's talking
man,
about
but at the
purpose.
same time,
How
you
would
have
you know?
purpose.
Listen,
As a man,
Listen,
you have
listen,
standards.
listen.
You
I'm a
can't just
man,
fuck
right?
everybody.
with purpose. And
Okay.
even now, I battle with myself every single day. I wish I could be monogamous, but I can't be.
Fresh, ask her if
Why?
she's ever had
Why
a one-night
can't you?
stand.
Wait, you just pointed it out, Fresh. You said you wish you could be monogamous.
I wish I could.
Why can't you though?
Because girls are
Again,
hoes,
again,
man.
again.
Most girls,
I'm
man.
telling you right now.
No, why can't
In a
you
perfect
be?
world, men should suppress their urges, and I believe they should on. I want to say religion-based thinking. They should. However, what do most men do? They try to suppress it. Pastors, preachers, popes, and they still go in and have sexual
But why
perversions
can't
because
you
they can't hold
suppress
in.
it?
Bro,
Like, what
Fresh,
do you think is your reason why you can't
She
suppress?
fucked the first night, man.
Deep down,
Uh-huh.
I already know why.
Why?
I fucked up.
Okay, so that's purpose.
Hold on. I
Okay.
had too many partners. But the point
Okay.
is that like for most men though, if they get a chance to, they will do it. Whether you like it or not, they're gonna do it.
I
So
find it interesting that a woman sits here and says, you should suppress your urges. But if I were to tell you, you should suppress your standards, you should get with a more boring, nice guy that's going to take care of you, that's 5 foot and making $50K per year. Would you take that?
ooh,
Yes, as long as
No.
he has ambition.
You said you have a high standard.
As long as he has ambition.
clause.
So yeah, you know, like I'll take it for now, but you better do better, nigga.
Yes.
But here's the thing. What if I told you,
Yeah,
no. Take the dude that makes $20K per year, 5'6". He's not the most attractive guy, but he's a nice guy. What if I told you that? Suppress your urge to get the best man that
Where's
you
his
can get.
mental at? Because that's what I need to see.
See how you're not going to concede on what you want, but you expect me to concede on what I want. And what's even more ludicrous is that I have to work to get what I
No,
want.
it's,
Hold on,
his
stop.
mental, though.
Stop.
Not-
No.
Materialistic value doesn't
Be quiet for 2
determine your
seconds and
value
listen.
in my face, though.
Be quiet for 2 seconds and understand what I'm trying to say to you. Stop being emotional.
I'm
what
not
I'm saying
being
is this.
emotional.
You are not willing to concede or lower your standards to get the man that you want, correct?
I'm not willing to lower. Say that one more time. You said that
Holy
fast.
fuck!
Oh, you're emotional. See,
You
so
said-
triggered. You can't be hating.
I need
not
you to
triggered.
listen very closely because I'm
You're not
gonna.
triggered.
Here's a problem in your argument.
Yeah.
You're not willing to concede or lower your standards on the man that you want, correct?
It depends. We can meet in the middle. I can compromise.
Me in the middle.
I can compromise.
Okay, look, you clearly have high standards because you're at your peak right now, but most men don't do it for you. They don't have emotional intelligence. You probably have a bunch of other
not
things. And
what
by
I
your own
said.
admission,
No.
you said
That's
that you
your
have high standards, right?
perception. That's not what I said.
You said it yourself. You have high
That's
standards.
not how I said it, though.
You just said it.
How'd you say
That's
it?
not how I said it.
How'd you
what
say it?
I said was a lot of men are not aware of their emotions, so
But
they
you
don't
also
know how
said
to
that you have high
handle it.
standards, correct?
I have standards. I'm not saying
High
it's the
standards.
highest standard.
No, you said
but
you have
it's
high standards.
I have
which
standards.
means a minority of men qualify for you, correct?
Not necessarily,
So then, why are you single?
because
No,
I
Chris,
chose
be
not
quiet.
to be single.
Stop.
I mean,
if
I
you're
chose
saying
to
that you
be
have high
single.
standards, by definition, that means that a majority of men don't qualify for you because you have high standards, and most men don't reach them. Correct? Simple math.
I haven't met the man that's
Okay.
for me. That's
Fantastic.
what
So that means that a majority of men, because we have a bunch of guys hitting you up. You said this earlier in the show. Okay. So that means a majority of men don't measure up. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that means by definition you have high standards. Correct?
I guess so.
Okay. What if I told you lower your standards? You should suppress your standards.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, fuck off. I'm not suppressing my standards. Correct? Which you're within your right to do so. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now here's the funny part. You didn't have to work to get the men approaching you. You're just a female and you exist. But you want me to suppress my standards when I had to bust my ass to become attractive to even be able to have the ability to have multiple women. See how that doesn't make sense?
But suppress what standards?
You just said it yourself. Be on your purpose. Suppress your urges. You want me to suppress my urges, but you're not going to suppress your standards on the man that you want.
Suppress your urges is supposed to be commitment. What do you mean? How does that have anything to do with my standards?
This is how delusional women are.
You
What
can
I'm
see
saying is that
Like,
you're
if
not
you're-
willing to compromise on the man that you want. So why the
If
fuck
you're-
should I compromise on how many women I want?
But if you're supposed to be with a girl, right, that you love and care about and value, why do you have to have an issue suppressing your urges?
Okay, there's plenty of nice guys that
That's
would love
what
and
I
care
don't
about you. Why
understand.
do you have to keep your standards high?
Because I feel like as a woman, if I don't, then I'm gonna be a thought box.
Okay, because as a man, I feel like if I don't have multiple girls, my chick's not going to respect me and know where the fuck she got.
Well, I could see that perspective. I understand.
Wait, you need to have
Like,
multiple girls so that your girl respects you?
Question.
Yes, they need to feel replaceable. But my point is this. All I'm trying to say here is I'm just taking your analogy where you're not willing to lower your standards. And I'm saying, okay, if I'm a man and I have to earn my value to even be able to be attractive to women, why am I going to lower my standard in what I want when you're not willing to lower your standard? I find it incredible that women will never lower their standards. They expect men to lower their standards on what they want.
all the time.
And we have to work our ass off to even be able to get one girl.
Is it lowering your standards or just suppressing your urges?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how it's equivalent.
I don't think a man should have to suppress his urges if he busted his ass to get to a certain point. If he wants to be able to enjoy the fruits of his labor, he should be able to do so.
But again, we've had this conversation. Why is it that you don't have to suppress that urge, but when it comes to like watching porn, you suppress that urge? Getting fat, being sloth-like, that's suppressing that urge. If you don't
That's
want to go
what
to the
I don't
gym, you have to
understand.
suppress that urge.
Because you have to, because here's the thing, getting a woman, that if you do it correctly, you need to put work in. You have to learn how to be attractive. You need to work to get it. That's why busting a nut is so great because, well, not through porn, but through actually getting a girl's because you had to work to be able to earn that ability to do
Also,
so.
you have to work hard enough to have the free time to play video games and be fat all day.
Yeah.
You can't be fat all day. If you're broke, then you're losing. If I'm worked to the point, I like personally, I don't need to be working constantly, but that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I could get fat. I don't have to go to the gym. I could eat junk food because I've worked so hard. Yeah, I suppress that urge because I want to be better. I'm suppressing that urge. It's not lowering my standards. It's just being a better man.
Yeah.
By not having sex with girls? Is
By
that what you're saying?
But I'm saying
Having
it's not
discipline.
lowering your standards, just suppressing an urge.
Just having
Just like
discipline.
having an immediate urge. I want to fuck a white girl. I don't need to act on that. Just like I've thought about, like, hey,
Exactly.
I've thought about watching porn. I don't do it. I've worked to the point where I can, but I don't. I see it the same as all these other vices.
There's no skill. There's no skill set in eating food or playing video games or anything like that.
It's a skill set to get to the point where you have free time to do it. I have free time to go fuck other girls, just like I have free time to watch porn and eat junk food all day.
Yeah,
I can
But
sacrifice.
there's no skill set to do that. It's a skill set to be able to be attractive and get women, but it's not a skill set to. And here's the other thing too: it benefits you in the long run. It doesn't benefit you to be a fat piece of shit, but it absolutely benefits you to deal with women, understand how they move, understand what attracts them, what arouses them, and then you're able to go ahead and filter women and put them in categories, and you understand, okay, this girl's a thought, she ain't gonna get taken seriously. This girl's actually a good girl. You need the experience.
But you need the experience. But once you get that experience, there's only fucking a girl again. Fucking a hoe is not going to give you more experience. You already know what they're like.
Exactly.
Sneeko, I'm gonna bury you now.
Okay.
What are you telling me at dinner?
Well, I don't remember.
You're dating multiple girls, right? You tried being with one, and you're already bored.
Yeah, no, that's completely true.
Why is that?
Because the same reason that we talk about girls like becoming ran through and then losing their soul tie, it becomes harder for a man to stay committed to one girl when you've been with a lot of girls. Like the justification on this podcast. Hold on a second. The justification on this podcast is that it's gaining experience and that you're learning about girls. A hoe's a hoe. It's not that hard to figure out. But I'm saying, eventually, I do want to have like a good halal relationship, but it's harder because I've been with so many girls.
So imagine this.
It hasn't given me that much more experience from when I was 17.
As an individual that can get girls can do so continually. The guy that doesn't have girls, that's probably getting girls, doesn't get any girls. Even though he'd probably be monogamous, be the best guy possible. The point is, you having multiple girls gives you experience to get other girls.
Hey, suppress it, man.
Yeah, suppress it, bro.
Suppress it.
Yeah, I should.
Suppress it. 100% the skill set. Just suppress it.
100% I should. 100%.
Come on,
But every girl is different. So are you really getting experience?
What do you mean by that?
Because every single girl is different, right? Every single girl that you mess with is different, right?
I mean, not
So
really.
are you really getting experience?
There's a saying.
different energy.
Do you
It's
know
different.
what's the best pussy?
No.
New pussy. Okay.
Before you go to her fresh, you saying that we've talked about this, it would have been better, like if I could go in a time machine again, it's better to go the route of not fucking a bunch of random girls for experience and then get with a couple girls that you want to be with long term. If I could take it back, if I could not, because now it's harder to have a pair bond. Men pair bond a lot like women do as well. It's harder for me and you'll get bored quicker. And also we are affected by social media. When you're in this online space and you're around girls all the time, if you're in a barbershop all the time, you're going to get a haircut. Putting yourself in those situations is going to be more difficult. But I'm saying it's the practicality. It's the advice for the people watching the show. Is it better to fuck a bunch of whores or to find a girl that you want to settle down, a good quality woman?
That's why you have main girls and side girls and everything else like that. And you're honest. Hold on, relax. You don't manage women like we do. What I'm saying is that you have a main girl and then you have other girls and you're honest with your main chick and you let her know what it is and she's by your side.
I've had that relationship and I'm telling you, like having a lot of side girls, it worked for a while, but the amount of like mental torture that she had to go through to justify it, like a girl's never, like realistically, when a girl's growing up and she's playing with the Barbie, she wants to have the Barbie be with the prince. She doesn't want to have the prince and a bunch of other Barbies. Let's be honest. There is like some sort of torture that the woman has to go through. And unless you always want to deal with that, fine.
It's a process. But if you hit the frame, you can manage it.
The truth is, a woman is never truly going to get over it. A woman is never going to be okay with the long term.
It will bother her.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's why it's so important that the main girl gets certain privileges that other girls will never get. That's so important.
But it's mental gymnastics. She's never going to be fully sat. There's always going to be that in the back of her head, which is not good for an ideal relationship.
Real quick.
Well, with all, the talk of the I guess the polygamous relationships, I believe that for me, like my perfect relationship, if I were to describe it, is I'm with a guy and he knows that if ever I get sick or if ever I'm, not feeling great, like he can go see other women as long as like I'm there. I'll be damned if I know that I have this thing. This is just a personal thing with me only. I do not want my boyfriend or my husband as my caretaker, like at all. Like I refuse. So I am a people pleaser, like you said, and I want my husband to be happy. Pleasing my boyfriend, husband, that makes me happy. That gives me control over my world. And if I lose the control of my body, I don't want to lose the control of him being like, oh my gosh, my wife is sick. I'm so depressed, but I have to stay here and do nothing. And just watch her die. And I'm just like, what?
Oh, you mean a caretaker like that?
Yeah,
okay.
like that,
All right.
and it's just, I don't want that. So it's like, I want him to love me. And I want when he's, having a stressful time or if he's got other connections, cool. Like, but I'll be there too. And then when it's my time to hightail it to the hospital, I'm going. Like, I'm not going to have him like take care of me. Like, I don't.
So you can fuck other girls. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Someone else had something? I want to make sure the girls go ahead and get their pieces in. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that, like based on the logic that you were talking about, the main person would have privileges, and that comes with a lot of money. So for her, it would also be transactional to stay in that relationship because she's getting the money, not because she has to go through all this psychological thing that she has to keep bearing, but because she's having the money and that's ultimately what she wants the most, she knows she has to make that sacrifice.
Right.
So she suppresses her emotions in order to deal with that because she's having all the money.
Yeah, well, that's obviously I'm not going to lie about that. Your social status and your income and money absolutely is a component of it, but that's why it's so important to also build an emotional connection with her where she actually likes you and understands that your happiness overall as a man overrides her own. And that's really when the relationship is the best. Here's the other thing too. Women really thrive on being picked over other girls. I would say that's the only way you're going to get a woman to really be devoted to you and they really respect and admire you is when you have the ability to have other women. Hell, you might even fuck them. But who's the main girl? You're the main girl. Who has the title? Who do I claim? Who's out in public with me? Who goes on trips with me? That's what women really crave. Oh, because women like to compete with each other. Oh, yeah, bitch, you fucked him, but I'm the main chick.
Right, but you can commit to another girl and pick her over other women without fucking other girls.
Exactly.
You can, but again, Nico, if a man has options, he probably will explore them.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's very important to be honest with your chick. Like, I'm honest about it. But are other guys going to be honest? No, realistically speaking.
So basically, but she doesn't. Let's be honest. I don't need to ask you personally, but no girl wants that. And so
Yeah.
you're saying like she gets privileges that the other girls doesn't. What is that? Money, trips, stuff like that. So you're supplementing her love for money.
Well, it's not
Are
just
you
that.
substitute? You're like giving her
isn't it-
presents.
hold on.
Every
Hold on,
body you
Cinco.
catch, you're giving her a birthday or something.
Isn't it funny, right? Girls will date a guy that's monogamous and they get bored and leave regardless. So why not have it in your frame? And she leaves, at least she lived on your frame.
Then you're always
Because-
entering a
probably
relationship.
leave. At that point.
Because you're following her frame by saying, you know what? All right, you don't like this? I'll follow your lead.
So you're basically advocating that a relationship is never built on trust. It's always built on leverage.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's always built on
yes.
leverage.
Pretty much,
Yes,
yeah, it is.
yes, yeah.
It is.
And that's
It's
the
a
dark
power
side
struggle.
about relationships.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Relationships are absolutely built on leverage. The problem is that we sit there and we tell women, "Oh, you're the prize," etc. And we give all the power to women and we give all the leverage to women. What I'm saying is this: fuck what women want. I give them what they need. They need that emotional turmoil. They need that competition anxiety. They need a guy who emotionally stimulates them.
What?
How do you do that? You do that.
You want
by
an
being-
anxious wife?
Hold on, bro. I hate to say it, but anxiety is your friend as a man.
What?
When you deal with women.
Yeah,
Bro.
See, you're a young Padawan.
See,
you
you
don't know
understand,
this.
bro.
No.
Boredom
Let me keep
is
it
the
straight.
worst enemy.
Boredom is the worst
And
thing.
they'll
want
get bored of you.
Okay, boredom is different than anxiety. You want a wife that's constantly under emotional turmoil.
We're not talking about clinical anxiety, bro. What I'm
That's
saying
what you
is that
said.
no.
No.
We're not talking about clinical anxiety. You're playing a little too much.
Competition.
I'm not
What
saying
is that they need competition anxiety where they're like, okay, my man is
that's
highly
emotional
desired.
turmoil.
That's fine. Women need that. Women need to be in their emotions to really be connected with you and have a deep connection with you.
So let me just get. I'm not trying to like twist the words. You want a wife who's in a constant state of emotional anxiety.
She needs to have competition anxiety, yes. You need to have the leverage at all times, bro.
Yeah.
I'll
And,
tell you
and,
this,
yo,
though.
and here's the thing, Sneeko. I
That
wish
sounds
it
like-
wasn't like this, bro.
that sounds like
But
torture
women,
for her.
Hold on. Look. Let me tell you why. There's a reason why men have to do this. Women get bored easily in relationships, way easier, by the way. Studies show this. Women are way more likely to end relationships and divorce, end marriages and divorce, etc. So how do you keep women interested? You have to keep them emotionally invested. You have to make them feel, I got the best man that I can get. I barely got this guy. I got him by the skin of my teeth. All these other bitches are throwing themselves at him, but he's committing to me. Holy shit. I need to do everything in my power to keep this man.
So you're applying pimp mentality to your wife.
No, bro.
That's how pimps keep the girls around by always keeping them at a.
Well, they're
I
doing
think-
it through violence and
I
love
think
pimps
other
don't even
shit.
have sex with
violence,
a
but
girl.
it's
They're
still
doing it through
a lot of
violence.
times they
You
don't
don't
need.
need to do
A lot
that.
of time they don't need to. They use these types of tactics to keep the girls in line. Maybe this works for a lot of girls in Miami for like girls that have had past and stuff like that, like in this space. But there's a lot of good quality women that don't need to be in a constant state of emotional turmoil to be in a marriage. They don't need that.
We have interviewed over 2,000 women, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. The ones that are not from Miami, they're from Wisconsin, maybe Wyoming. They agree that their man might cheat, but they don't want to know about it. And they're happy because they're being taken care of. They've been, I want to say, happy, and they're not bored. Ultimately, I get what you're saying. We should hope as men not to do it, but it's going to happen regardless, bro.
And I will say
And
this,
they-
Sneeko, you're right
they know
about
it too.
this. The less of a whore the woman is, the less you need to do this.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is, though, women need that emotional stimulation at all times.
There's a difference between emotionally stimulating her and then keeping her in a constant state of anxiety. You
Again,
can keep a
depending
woman
on the
excited
woman-
without.
Hold on. Depending on the woman's attractiveness, the amount of options she has, and her promiscuous past, those three factors right there play into how much you need to emotionally keep her invested. If she's not that much of a whore, she comes from a good family, etc., you don't need to play the games like that.
But she needs to know that you can walk away.
Do you think
Yeah,
that's the
at any
best
moment.
way to keep a woman interested?
Absolutely.
Is anxiety?
Absolutely.
I used to think like you, but then I was saved.
Were you? No. Hold on, fresh before you switch. You just said yourself that you want to be monogamous. You
do.
just said that.
I do.
So how are you saved if you're in relationships that you don't want to be in.
I've realized, brother, that it doesn't work that way. And the women of this generation, bro, are fucked. So we gotta be fucked too. Or fucked. I'm just saying, bro. No, by the Bible.
So are we all coping?
Hold on. We are in a way.
The men are coping too. We're just as delusional as Energy Girl. Am I an alchemy guy?
No. So to be real with you, I do understand that there's a way to live by the Bible standards that is correct. Right now, I'm not doing that. But to be fair, if I'm in this fucked up world, I'm fucked up too, man. Fuck it.
So is it better to do the?
Can't beat them, join them.
Don't you want to go strive for something bigger? Don't you? You're saying idealistically you can live by the Bible. So why don't we try to like lift up this vibration and do what God wants us to do?
Sneeko.
Do you believe in
You are funny.
possibilities?
You know why he's funny?
Why?
I don't call you up, bro. But you.
All you do is add homitext. We're talking about something theoretically.
This is between me and you, though, right?
What?
Why did you choose Islam?
It's the truth.
About what?
It's the truth about everything. It's the truth about how the world is created.
You know what I think?
What do you think? You think I did it because for the 4 wives thing?
Well, that's part of it.
Okay.
But you know why I think you chose Islam?
But tell me.
Because you want it better for yourself, right? You want to actually have a religion that was true, but still allowed you to live your, I want to say, carnal desires, right?
No, I believe it to be the truth about everything.
What's
Yeah.
everything?
The truth about how the world is created, I believe it's just to be true.
Didn't like Sir Isaac Newton say that like all the world's religions held the key to the secrets of the universe or something? He like all the world's religions like held.
The fact is,
They
Sneeko,
all have some truth in it if you look at it.
you can still be yourself and be Islam because you want multiple girls, right?
It's not something that's the number one importance to me now.
But it's very important. though.
I actually want to suppress that urge. Like I don't want that to
But
be
how?
the driving force.
How do you do that? How?
Have a purpose.
I want to find a girl that's a good woman that can help me do.
You told me you found out you still want other girls. Don't lie.
purpose.
Come on.
No, not completely. Not completely. There's stuff like I'll tell you off camera, but no, not completely.
But she was pretty much
Personal
perfect though.
choice.
No, there was a lot of things.
Hey,
Sneeko.
man.
There were a lot of. No, I'll tell you. I'll be honest, bro. There was a lot of things.
Okay.
Look, what I'm saying is because you said if you can't beat them, join them. I'm just telling guys how to adapt to the new normal. Women aren't the way they used to be 70 years ago. So guys have to adapt to the new normal. I hate to say it. I wish we could all, be super religious, whether it's through Islam or Christianity or Judaism or whatever, and be rest assured that we'd get a quality woman that was going to stay at home and cook and clean and not be a whore. But the times have changed. Women are more promiscuous now than ever before. So I tell guys, this is how you deal with the new normal. You can still go ahead and, if you still want that submissive, dutiful wife, it can still happen, but you have to switch up your mindset and you have to switch up how you operate. You got to fight a gunfight.
You'd be
with a
surprised,
gun.
man. I've met a lot of a lot of scholars and everything like that, and they are able to maintain multiple marriages, and it doesn't interrupt what they do. They don't come from a traumatized past. There are still a lot of good women out there.
What you're talking about, like when you were dealing with like the Muslim clerics?
There's a lot of scholars of Islam that I know that are able to.
Yeah, dude, yeah,
and they do it in America too. They don't have to go to the Middle East. They have a lot of.
Because they have a network of women, right, and people that where the women come from good families, etc. But regardless, but what does that mean? You're not dealing with Western women at that point.
So stop dealing with them.
Of course, that's I tell guys all the time. Don't deal with Western women because it's very difficult to find a good one. Are there good ones? Yeah, but it's hard. It's
Wait,
tough.
so why? How are you saying deal with Western women, but also fuck hoes so that you can maintain emotional anxiety?
She's Western.
Okay.
Is she hopeless?
No, not all Western women are hopeless.
Just the majority.
Okay, Sneeko.
I mean, the same reason that look, that's backwards because you're saying a lot of Western guys are hopeless too if they're addicted to porn, if they follow all the vices, but we're trying to help them. Same reason the women that are growing up, we don't need to teach them that you need to go to TikTok immediately and then become delusional and go on OnlyFans. You don't need to think that everybody's doomed.
Yeah, everyone's not doomed. And
It's so true.
Yeah.
The law of attraction is real,
Yeah.
So make sure you be what you want back.
I don't want to say too
I
much,
think
though.
the men need to see. Here's the thing: women can operate that way, but the men need to go in a more defensive stance because we have way more to lose when we deal with women.
You see it as war.
It is.
You see pussy. No. Myron sees pussy as battle. Every hoe he's fucking, he's fighting because it's revenge.
It's literally a battle between the two genders to have leverage, and I want the man to have the leverage all the time because that's what women are attracted to.
You don't think do you think of it the same way too? Like every pussy you fuck is like leverage?
No. Bro, it's a human being.
Listen,
Listen, I'm trying to tell you this in a nice way, Sneeko.
Say it.
We believe in the same thing. You're just coping right now.
All
You have a
relationships are
doomer
leverage.
mentality. I'm coping.
All relationships are
Sneeko,
leverage.
The world isn't getting any better. It's getting worse.
it's fucked up.
Okay, but you can contribute to it, or you could try to fix it.
Yes.
How do you fix
Yes,
it?
I agree.
You try to have good
agree with
relationship,
that
and you
too.
try to have like strong children.
And be a good
Be
person.
honest. Is your current status in relationships fixing it?
I'm trying.
How?
I'm not giving up. Look, you keep trying to do these ad hominem attacks.
No.
I am not perfect, Fresh, but I'm actively trying. You're giving up. You're saying this is how it is. It's fucking doomed.
Yeah, you say you're
You don't
fucked.
need to. You
Hold
don't
on,
need to
hold on.
live with that mentality.
I live in reality though, right? And in reality, it is fucked up.
You make your own
Now-
reality.
Now,
You create
for
your own
example,
reality.
Okay,
This
well,
lady here,
Just
right?
like she
I
said.
believe
And I
she's
agree
on the
with
right
that.
path. I believe she knows the truth, and she wants to find a man in Christ, right? And that to me is hope. But again, there's 6 girls here. Out of 6, only 1. It's hard to find that, bro. Super hard to find that. So I'm just saying,
she's not bad.
Me?
Yeah.
I
haven't heard
think
you
everyone
speak,
at this
bro.
table
Bro,
is great.
you.
without Christ, everyone's bad. But the point is that, like,
Then you have
Really?
Christ.
Hold on.
How are you saying that? But you're,
Yeah, because how do you think that the state that the world is in right now, it's like God is not stronger than that. I
Exactly.
just don't understand how you feel that so much on an everyday basis with your actions. If God created the world and Jesus is alive and the Holy Spirit can help you feel that
The
at
more
all
you
times.
feed into negative things is the more you see it back. So I suggest you stop
No.
dwelling in that.
trust me when I say he can change anybody and save anybody. However, as you know in Revelations, it has to be bad right now for it to get better,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but Jesus is still here.
No, I agree. But the population is not going to take in Jesus like they should, or God, for that fact.
Okay.
So it's going to be worse until it gets better.
Yeah, but
until he comes back.
Jesus is still gonna be here even if it gets worse, and
I don't
he's still
think you
gonna
should
be in
lose
your
hope.
life and
Yeah.
helping you and aiding you. So even if it's bad for everybody, because you are chosen and you believe in Jesus and you give your life to Him, He will be there for you. So it doesn't matter what is happening out there.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. But again, I'm saying for most people, he's using the argument that, okay, in his current life right now, have a girlfriend and be only with her. But in reality speaking, people are going to do what they want to do. So
Right.
my thing is like, why commit to that person that's going to be doing what they want to do anyway?
But it's the same thing with making money. Everything is a gamble. You just try it. If it doesn't work, move on.
No, but that gamble's for sure going to fail.
Well,
But you
you
don't
can
know
go
that.
to church and find
You
a
don't know
godly
that.
woman that submisses to
don't
God
know
and
that.
Jesus, and she will definitely
Bro,
submit
y'all
to you.
hoes, man. But
You
come
don't
on,
know
man.
that.
Even
Y'all
in church,
hoes,
it's
man.
a
Like,
gamble, too.
Fucking panelists,
It's a
man.
gamble.
Like, yo, don't act like you're, a godly woman where? Find me a godly woman right now.
It depends
Do
on
you
the
know any
church that you
virgins?
go
Is
to.
the man godly as well? You can't just look at the
I don't
woman.
give a fuck. Hey, if I'm paying the bills, I'm paying the rent.
Paying
Come on,
rent
man.
is
What?
not godly. When you die, you gonna take rent with you?
providing for your
Are you
ass,
gonna
right?
take rent
Yo,
with you
what?
when you go to the
Rent?
grave?
Hey, listen.
Bro, he's-
You
Okay.
got a roof over your house. You're fed. My kids are fed. What
Yeah?
the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm a godly woman. Bitch, you've been ran through. Not you personally. America's been ran through. So
That's
tell
true.
me what the fuck am I
Most
doing?
girls.
Like the trade. The trade is fucking. You know what? Yeah, honey.
Sponsored by
But
Henry.
it's a gamble. If you find somebody like that, move on.
All right, you know what? Who are you? Hey, these Miami girls. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Now it's Miami.
Done in the day, right?
I
Most
thought it was-
girls
I thought it was
are
Western.
godly, man. So don't preach that you godly. And we got a bitch with mushrooms, and then that brother want to do the OnlyFans. Come on, man.
Don't forget
It's
the
hard to find
1,000.
bitches nowadays,
The
man.
reality is, see, ladies, you guys want us to play by a set of rules from 70 years ago when women were different. You want us to still be the leaders and the protectors and the providers, whatever. And I think men should do that. But my thing is, it's not a fair trade anymore where a man is coming in and providing all these things, but girls aren't giving back what they used to give, which is what? A virgin body, not being a whore, being submissive, being dutiful, putting him first, sexually pleasing him, giving him children, giving him a house, being loyal, etc. No, showing her body off on Instagram. Like, women aren't women anymore, but you guys still expect us to be men. And my thing is, if you expect a man to come in and be a man, well, he should get something in exchange. And what I'm saying, though, is that men have to work 10 times harder for women that are 10 times worse.
But
That's
men are
facts.
also changing too because music and the standards are changing too.
Men have
So
changed
everything
because,
is
hold on,
changing.
but you know why men have changed?
Yeah.
Men have changed because women have changed.
I don't think it's just women. I think it's just music, influence, people,
Society
There's
in general.
society.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
everybody's changing.
Who buys into societal changes, being consumers, following trends more? Who watches stupid sitcoms more?
Woman.
Oh.
But But who dominates those businesses that fund that type of foolishness? Men.
Yeah, hold on.
They're marketing
Yeah.
to women,
Because they're
though.
marketing to women to make money.
Yeah.
Because women are easier to program.
Whole systems.
But
They're more
it goes back
slave-minded.
to the man also. Because you guys are trying to make more money and you're profiting on
But that's
women.
a minority of men that are doing that.
You're
Top
still
echelon.
you're
That's a
still
minority
you're
of
still
men.
profiting off of women being weak
that's
because you
still a
want them
minority
to
of men.
follow that.
You're talking about a small handful of
So-
men that run these companies that are advertising to women. Again, I'm not taking accountability away from men, but what I am saying, though, is that women have changed significantly. So men have changed too, because women sit there and say, I'm independent, I'm strong, I can make my own money, blah, blah, blah. So guys sit there and be like, oh, really? You make your own money? Cool. I don't have to make as much money anymore.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
There's
That
a
is
lot
true,
of
too.
women that are living under the cage, especially in foreign countries.
Under the cage.
Yeah, as in like they don't know what's going on in social media. They know the trends that are happening. They don't
Yeah,
know how
those are the
social
best
media
girls.
work. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like, now it's up to you. You go up front and you be honest if you want to be open with your relationship. If you want to go fuck another girls, you let her know. If she's okay with that, then you stick to that relationship. But if she's not, leave her
But
alone.
what I'm saying, what if I warned you and told you that 99% of guys aren't going to tell you that?
Yeah, facts.
They don't-
If
Just because
you're
I'm going to do it, just
You
because
can
I'll do it
handle
doesn't
the
mean
truth.
most men will. And that's what I was trying to warn her about. She's like, I'm not going to take that. Well, you ain't even going to know. Then you're 5 years deep in, and he has your best years. You really going to leave him and try to fuck a guy? Or I have my options.
3 kids, 1,000 bodies, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know
come
what
on,
I'm
man.
1,000 bodies? No.
Bro, if men aren't going to be honest with women, man, women can't handle the truth. We just told her the truth. And what she do? She danced around that shit like Flavor.
I didn't dance. I just said my
No,
preference.
her. We told her the truth about what it really is.
Same
No,
thing.
I feel like women.
But do you
can
think it's the
handle
best
it.
use of your energy outside of the podcast to be viewing women as leverage and that you need to go and get revenge? You see it
Yeah.
as
It's not
bad.
revenge.
No,
No, it's not
not revenge. You
Yo,
see,
nigga, what are you doing?
not revenge. Hold on. Ultimately, you said you see it as battle that you need to. They're trying to win something back. You say you're blaming women for being programmed by this, and it's like I need to get back because it's their fault.
No. I never said that. What I did say is that all relationships are typically leverage battles. Whether it's with your employer, right, where they have all the leverage and you're the employee, or it's a relationship with your friends or a business partner or whatever, everything is based on leverage, and relationships are no different with a woman. I would argue it's the highest level of leverage with the highest level of consequence, just that guys are too stupid to understand that it is a battle of leverage, just like when they're walking into their employer to negotiate for a better job. But what I'm saying is that as the man, we get programmed to think, oh, it's okay for the woman to have leverage because she's going to be a good girl. I'm saying, fuck no. You need to have the leverage because she's going to be attracted to that and follow your lead when you have the leverage as the man. It doesn't work the other way around. That's all I'm saying. Every relationship is leverage, and I would argue between men and women, it's the most important leveraged battle.
So it's transactional, strictly, is what you're saying.
All relationships are transactional to a degree. All of them.
If you can't get,
Okay.
I'm sorry, if you can't get something out of it, then they're taking away from you. That's how I feel.
Why
I
would you
get it. We
stay?
can be all, hunky dory. It's feelings. I'm a human being. All this faggotry. But the reality is, every single relationship is based upon a value exchange. And my
Compromise.
argument is this: men have to bring way more value than women do. So I damn near better get that fucking leverage if I got to bring more value. That's how I look at it.